the OL Reign, with continuing with our soccer theme, had a better result. They had a win in their match as they battled the KC Current for the first time since the 2022 NWSL semifinal match here at Lumen, where the Reign would lose that one 2-0. Our player of the match, defender, Sofia Huerta, a 9.1 match rating, 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 shot, a 70% passing percentage, and 4 chances created on the day. We'll go with her photo of the match here, taken by Liz Wolter, as the Reign wearing their pride kits, which are basically still their purpose kits, but with the rainbow numbers on the back, celebrates Huerta's goal in the first half. On a penalty that was drawn. Megan Rapinoe had gone out in the first minute. Rose Lavelle is the second penalty kicker, and she wasn't in. And then, and I think Jess would have been there as well, but she's out. So basically, all of the top penalty kick takers that the Reign had were all off. So it was up to Huerta, who was going to take it. I believe it was originally going to be Jordan Heidema or Bethany Balser. But Huerta stepped in, wanted to take it. She took it, and she nailed it. Excuse me. Later on in the match, she had an excellent cross into the ball for Heidema, who used a great header, who's tied in for the league lead in headed goals at 3, to really push this ahead, give the Reign a 2-0 lead. And they would need it because late into that match, Kansas City, who has a knack for scoring late goals, was able to get one back, and the Reign were able to hold on regardless for the win. The other photo of the match here we have is of Lauren Barnes being honored before the match. You can see there on the right-hand side in this photo by Liz, new general manager Leslie Gallimore holding a framed jersey for Lou, celebrating 200 career NWSL regular season matches played, becoming the first player in league history to do so, all of them with the Reign. Of the 214 matches that the Reign have played, Barnes has only missed 14 of them in her career and has been a consummate professional throughout the course of her career. All of her teammates rave about her. All of the coaching staff raves about her. I would join the same thing there. So congratulations to Lou on that. I know we're working on a piece for that, so stay tuned for that on our socials. Just looking at where we've got with this win, it was a good win. I mean, giving up the late goal, not great. I know I mentioned that the Current have a knack for that. You still wouldn't like for that to happen. I know the Reign pride themselves on the defensive effort. They've got an incredibly talented back four. So having that goal given up is tough. Going into this match against Kansas City, you kind of should have expected to win this one, considering how banged up the Current have been. Their injured list could arguably make a starting 11. But they got some strong performances. The Reign mostly had this match in hand, but there were opportunities for Kansas City where it felt like they were kind of sneaking and they were making some dangerous runs where the Reign would have to snuff that out and be on top of that. They would get that one late, of course, but again, mostly a solid job. Even in net for Kansas City, Cassie Miller, who had actually spent some time with the Reign back in her earlier in her career, made some quality saves, almost saved Huerta's penalty, and kept her team in the game. It was just excellent ball by Huerta on the second goal, a great header by Jordan Heidema, and the Reign move on. They get those points, and they continue to try and keep pace atop the NWSL table, which is extremely competitive at this point in the season as we're the halfway mark. So speaking of competitive mark, halfway point of the season, talking about reinforcements. In terms of injury-related news, the team activated midfielder Angelina. The club removed the season-ending injury list designation from the Brazilian midfielder after recovering from a ruptured anterior cruciate ligament and lateral meniscus. Angelina has been elevated to the active roster and has rejoined the team for full training activities. She has been with the team in training for the last few weeks, but now it's official. that she's off the season-ending injury list. The injury report against Kansas City was just kind of who we've seen as of late. Midfielder Jess Fishlock continues to be out with a leg injury, Rose Lavelle out with a leg injury, and defender Phoebe McClernand out with a back injury. And I believe they're still working on that. Rose Lavelle is back to training with the club. Positive notes on that after there was a little bit of a setback. Fishlock, no real news on her. I know she wasn't available for this match, and hoping to get back from that. But so nice little battle there, but we're getting closer and closer to the World Cup. So it'll be interesting to see if we do get Lavelle at all. And even with Rapinoe, I should speak on that as well. Rapinoe left after the first minute of the match, had a calf injury appear to injure her. She appeared to limp a little bit during the match later on. But during the ceremony for Sue, didn't really appear to be limping, didn't really appear to seem too serious. So hoping it was a precautionary measure and just taking things slow with Rapinoe, pardon me. But that's what we've got on that. The next match for the Reign is they sit at a 6-win, 4-loss, 1-draw record, fourth in the league table at 19 points, and still first in the Western Division of the Challenge Cup with 7 points. It's June 17th at the Houston Dash, which is a 5:30 p.m. Pacific time start. Houston, since these two clubs last met back in early May, Houston's gone on to win their last 3 of 4, including a tight victory against the Portland Thorns. So it's not going to be an easy feat for the Reign here. They're going to get a nice little few days of rest/training in before they head down to Houston to battle the Sam Lady-led squad. Sam Lady, if you do not know, is the former assistant coach with the Reign before taking an assistant coaching job down with Houston.